The book not difficult. That's what I usually say. Now I fear. It takes us to module 9. Module 9 is titled CICD. Continuous integration, continuous delivery, and continuous deployment. A lot of grammar. Some of us will chop our school fees. So this grammar, so the chakara our head. Now, what are they trying to say? They are trying to explain the responsibilities of DevOps engineer when it comes to software development lifecycle. They are just saying that it is a continuous process. That's why you see continuous. It is a continuous process. It's like marriage. When you marry a woman, a continuous process. It is not where you don't pay the diary, you think it's over, you have to spend money. Woman, they like moto, you have to, if you entretenir, you have to take care of her. They like moto. Mr. Ako usually say, I'm taking my car to the garage, I need to do oil change. That is how, that's so woman day. So when you deploy an application, you don't just go sit down for bar, you start drink for the no. It has to be maintained. It has to be upgraded. Customers will complain. You have to see into customers' issue. You have to see into where there are problems in the application. You have to see into new upgrades, new inventions, new ideas. So every day, at times you see, you just go for your WhatsApp. You see a new is this a new thing? Let me not call it feature. It's gonna be like a big book, but in IT, it's called feature. You just open your WhatsApp every day. You see something new here, how to encrypt, how to block this, how to do this, how to this. They are called features. They are done by you. When users complain that I just see people put me into groups without my consent, it is an issue with WhatsApp. People are not supposed to. Are there for more than 1,000 groups? IaC. Any man just create group at the from good to the call and say page, I mean a page, they cross me, they not bend trouser. Any man just create group, look, IaC is in. I say, they want for waiting. But because of respect, I don't quit. Except the group, that's a terrible group, then I'll quit. But if I see somebody bring me for group, you know why bring me, even though not ask my consent, and it's not very polite for me for start actually say, why didn't you? I'm a community person. So if I find myself in, I just the time I had, they say tie your hand, not tie your face. Or I just silence the group, right? I just archive the group. So they are there. I don't want disrespect by quitting. But it is a flaw. So if there is, it is called customer experience. When customers are not satisfied, they will go. I keep telling people, when these social media platforms, communication platforms started, WhatsApp wasn't there, right? We know Imo. Imo was one of the first. Then we had Imo. How they call that one name? Viber. These guys were supposed to have dominated the market. WhatsApp not forever show a face. But WhatsApp came after Imo, after Viber, and many others. But today, WhatsApp, those who are in the US, they don't even forget for use direct lines, which is free. Those who are in the US, they tell me how many times they call with their direct line. It's free. It's more reliable. But we've become addicted to WhatsApp, right? Nobody thinks about Imo or Viber again. I have Viber on my phone because I'm using it to communicate with one of our allies in Guti who is in Egypt. That is the only social media platform he can communicate with. That's why I have Viber. If not, what do I do with it? Same with emails. One of us sent me a Yahoo. I said, Mommy, please create Gmail. Because email outlets like Yahoo and the rest, who is using them? Who is using them? When you are in the job market and they ask your email, like the recruiter, they ask your email, you say, my email is ikangaki@yahoo. Yahoo is an email, but what? They find it funny. Who is still using Yahoo? Why? Because Gmail has dominated the market. But Gmail wasn't the first in the market. So all of this is business strategy. All of this, if you see WhatsApp, every day you keep loving, you are glue, you're tied to WhatsApp because of the engineers. Who be the engineers? Are you DevOps engineers? You're on Facebook. You every day for Facebook. Facebook becomes so much interesting because of DevOps engineer. Instagram, every day you see new trend, new features, all of that, DevOps engineers. So that's your responsibility. So this is what we're talking about. CICD. It is a continuous process. I gave a perfect example. You don't get married to a man and you abandon the man. Where you keep date the man, you keep dress every day, you make up, you this, you don't marry now, you just the way you kaba and gondo. And they start to complain for me, man of God, because na me. We all like in-laws. My boyfriend is cheating. My husband is cheating. Why? If he cheat, might be now because of you. You don't maintain. Same, you get married to a wife, you don't maintain. I say woman is like moto, ya moto. Mr. Akko, every day, every weekend, you are taking your car for maintenance. Maintain your woman. Give that. I know you are giving, I know you spend a lot. You are like, it is spent like Ibu man. So, continuous integration, continuous delivery, continuous deployment. It means it is a cycle. When you build an application, you are not done. That is when the work, the tedious job start, because it is a continuous process. You must ensure the application is up and running. Maybe the application was designed to have 2 million customers. All of a sudden, it becomes popular. You have 4 million customers. What does that mean? You need to add more servers. You need to add this. You need to do this. You must ensure the application they run 24 hours 7. There is, just imagine when WhatsApp go down for 30 minutes. WhatsApp. That's when I tie on our face. Where some of us will not even use them for business. We just use them for the story boyfriend them and friend them. The Congo side. But some would be frustrated. So think about businesses. Imagine that Facebook, that time Facebook, they get outages. How many billions people they lost them. So it is your responsibility to ensure that it is up and running 24/7. That is why you see the continuous. It is our responsibility to ensure that we do constant updates, innovations, we be changing them. It is our responsibility to know what the customer wants. We adapt to the customer needs. All of that, that's what is called continuous integration, continuous delivery, continuous deployment. We're going to see it in depth when we get to the full stuff. And we are moving to the 10th. The 10th model is on infrastructure as code. What does that mean? Let us go back to the top. We have explained all of this. We said one of the primary services offered by AWS and other cloud servers is servers. Customers are renting the servers. Now, The question is, how do we build the environment to run the servers? How do we run the servers? How do we configure the servers? All of these jobs, we do them. We are the one doing them, but we do them manually. We do them manually. And anything that is manual, it is far from perfection. Anything that is manual comes with a lot of problems. Anything that needs a lot of human intervention, you and I were intervention, it comes with a lot of problems. So building the environment, the infrastructure that we have to run these applications in the cloud, we do them manually. Installing or running these servers, we do them manually. Installing softwares in these servers, we do them manually. Managing the servers, we do them manually. Updating these servers, we do them manually. All of this, we do them manually. Now they say no. We need to automate. So we are moving from manual process to automated process. So in IT, in modern IT, humans don't do a lot. So you as a DevOps engineer, you don't do a lot. You are not required to do a lot. You are required to understand the technology and you automate the technology. So all of the things we used to do manually, now we are using a technology called infrastructure as code. We'll not do them manually. So when we talk of infrastructure as code, we're going to see two very critical technologies. You must have heard about these names. Terraform. We'll use Terraform to build our network, to build our servers. We'll use another important technology called Ansible. This is called configuration management. It is also automation. We're going to use Ansible to configure our servers, to install softwares on our servers, to uninstall software on our servers, to update our servers, to deploy applications. So end to end, everything going to be done by machines, by technologies. Your responsibility as a DevOps engineer is to give those machines instructions and you sit and watch, you supervise. Then, as we said, when you married a woman, you go for treat it like motor, do oil change. Oh, there's a light noise. Why you get motor, you be very careful with the motor. Oh, at the end, some small noise, when you make me don't run go garage, go fix them. But your woman go complain to you, oh, my head ache, my waist is hot. You always say tie heart, not tie face. You have to treat your wife as you treat your motor. That is where we are introducing the 11th module called monitoring and logging. You have to monitor your wife. You have to be that kind of a man. When the weekend they say, this don't happen with your wife, you say, yes, now my wife, because you know her. You know when she's happy, you know, you can read, even without her telling you, I'm sick, I have slight headache. From her facial expression, you know one time, say, hey, she's not feeling fine. You move money, give it, even at $1,000. Give her, let her go to the hospital, let her. So we are treating our applications as we treat our wives, as we treat our cars. So we said it doesn't suffice that you've deployed an application and it is beautiful. Everybody is seeing, oh, Facebook, or no. You have to monitor at the background. You must ensure, say, that application they up 24/7. Customers, they not get problem. Customers, they want to connect to that application. It may take long time, right? in order to take long time for customers to connect, you must ensure say all the services for the application customers can access. Like when you go to Facebook, there are a lot of features. You click here, you don't want to click on this feature and it cannot open. You want to do online shopping. You want to do online shopping. One of the first thing after logging in, or you're a registered member, after you log in, you take card. And you take a basket now. So when you want to go click for basket, you want to go take basket no open. How you shop? So that is your responsibility. We have to monitor 24 hours, 7. It doesn't mean you won't sleep. There are tools to do that for you. We go study tools away. We put and say, hey, Papa, because you walk, because look at it's like Zingraph. That became Cameroon. He put eyeglass. He go he would he walk. So with the poor eyeglass like Zingraph, we go. The machine, the work, application, the run. If there's a problem with that application, immediately would you receive message to our phone? Would you receive email? See, there's a problem. We jump on it. We fix the problem. That is called monitoring and logging. So we're going to see tools like Prometheus and Grafana and Elasticsearch, Logstash, and Kibana Stack. CloudWatch. These are all tools we're going to use to monitor our applications and to ensure that our applications are running. At any time they have issues, we can quickly jump on them before customers start complaining, because the customer is king. Then, point 12, career development and support. We're going to explain you by the time we get there, you already know you are a DevOps engineer. We're going to try to the roles of DevOps engineer, the job market, how to help you in the job market, writing resumes. Resumes in the US, they call them resumes. How do they call it in British Cameroon? British, how the English call it? A curriculum vitae CVs. Right, how you write a curriculum vitae, how you apply. We have experts in the house that will help you in application process, right? You just need to give them some little money, and they are the experts to help you to look for jobs for you. So that is it. That is it about the high-level explanation of the program. On our forum, we have shared the detailed breakdown. It's about 82 pages. Imagine only outline, course outline is about 82 pages. If you start the fear, say, come on, I go fit, you go fit. So all what we've explained on the first page, this is the breakdown. I will not spend time explaining everything again. You have a copy on your forum. You have a copy on the forum. Take your time. I advised some of you yesterday, go through, get back to me, things that you've seen, things that you don't understand, things that you like to understand. That is how you study. We are learning this for our first, we are seeing for our first time. There's no prior knowledge. It's not like history, where you say, I be do history for Form 5. No. It's not like manual labor, where you say, I be do man. No. Everything you're seeing for your first time. So you have to be very aggressive. You have to be very aggressive. You reach out to me. Hey, now I've even seen him. I connect with them. This is crazy. I was supposed to connect with Afro IT. And now they see my name. I connect with them. I connect now on my brother's computer. That's all. That's my real name. Afro IT Solutions. IaC. All right, so you have it. Please be aggressive. Don't feel for me. Some of you will say, sir, I never wanted to disturb you. You want to disturb who? Disturb me. That is what I'm expecting from you. Be a problem to me. Don't apologize on my behalf. No. Whenever you have an issue, just drop a message. You don't call me because I'm a very busy person. But you drop a message, I will reply. If we need to be on phone, I'll create time at your convenience. We'll talk. But there's no way you drop me a message, I'll take more than 30 minutes to reply, or an hour. That is the only way you can study. Is the program is so compact. It is too compact. And if you don't work ahead of time, and the fortunate thing is that, which I haven't said it, especially to those who are joining new, I have prepared notes. Nobody does that. I have prepared notes. I give you notes. So tomorrow we're going to start with networking fundamentals. You will have the entire note of the program. I may be doing some slight updates, but you have the core note. So you can study, and that is the secret. Read in advance. We are meeting tomorrow. Just read the first 30 pages. There's going to be any magic that I'll cover the first 30 pages. Read the first 30 pages. So when I'm lecturing, it's like a revision to you. You have to create time to study. Don't join this thing and you feel saying I play. Right? I used to have 50 students. No, I mean, like, I won't say I drive them, but I just abandoned them for a forum. I abandoned them for the forum. I take the 3-way the before course. I created a new forum. The day for that forum, they only cry, hey, we have a class today? Say, no. When you're not serious, I don't deal with unserious people. We all are busy. I understand when you're busy, but make effort. Ensure every day you study for 2 hours. Every day you study for 2 hours. Be aggressive. So I have this course outline on the forum. No one person has reached out to me that I have read this. Can you explain? Anyway, majority of you, or those who are just joining, because I'm addressing to you, you never knew that my number is open. My number is open 24 hours 7. Write me anytime. I don't sleep. I function with that battery. I gather all my sleep for retirement when I go back to Nguti. So anytime you write me, I'll reply. I'll reply, trust me. Because I know if you've gotten to that point where you're curious, I have to be the first person to promote that curiosity, to maintain the curiosity. If you need an information and I take a day or 2, it kills it. So I don't play. Others will testify. You write me, immediately I see it, I reply you. If I can type, I drop you a voice. If it is relevant for us to connect, I'll ask your convenience. I don't impose on you because you don't impose on me. I ask for convenience. If we need to connect through Zoom or we need to be on a call, we will. So that is how we're going to be working, right? So today, I will not stay here and start explaining I've explained the modules. Now you have the detailed explanation of the course outline. You have the detailed explanation of the course outline. So please read it. Read everything. And tomorrow we are starting with module 1, networking fundamentals. So by the end of networking fundamentals, you'll be able to write a certification in AWS called AWS Certified Advanced Networking Specialty. You'll be able to write CCNA, any certification, any foundational certification in networking. You'll be able to write it. So this is the course outline, right? This is everything. I'll not sit here and read it. Everything is in plain English. These are some key topics we're going to see. The origin of computer networking. The ARPANET project. This is the first project. This is the first attempt for 2 computers to talk. In the 1960s. So more than not, you feel like say you guys are late. The first time with two computers, not the fixing in 1800 or 1700. No. Few years before they born your papa and your mommy, or they don't even born your papa and your mommy, my parents were there. In the mid-60s, the very first time two computers communicated, it was through this project called Advanced Research Project Agency Network. Advanced Research Project Agency Network. It is a project that was sponsored by the United States Department of Defense. So we understand, we define a network. Yeah, in Pidgin, we say, Master, you get network, oh, you get network. What does that mean? It means the person is highly connected. And that is network. That is network connectivity. How to connect on one or two devices is network. So we need to understand all of that. Internetworking basics, all the technologies, how communication is done, how computers communicate. Networking devices, what are the devices? What are the most popular devices that we use in this communication? So we're going to see technologies like MAC address, IP address, subnetting, CIDR, which stands for classless interdomain routing. We're going to see this popular framework, which is called OSI model, Open System Interconnect, which is the heart of computer communication. We're going to examine it, the various, how communication has been classified into layers. We'll see 7 layers: the application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer. Then we're going to see an advancement of this OSI model to another framework or model called the TCP/IP, the Transmission Control Protocol Internet Protocol. Then we're going to look at types of networks. There are various types of networks, like local area network, wide area network, metropolitan area network, personal area network, campus area network, virtual local area network, like VLAN, wide area network, and its devices, like devices and technologies like routers, route tables, access controllers, network address translation, port address translation, firewalls, understand routing fundamentals, protocols that are used in routing. We'll look at wireless local area network, how computers can communicate without being connected by wires, right? How you have your mobile phone, you're talking to someone without being connected to by wire. It's called wireless. We're going to understand all of that technology. Technologies like DNS, domain name system. We said every server can be reached by its public, by an IP address, right? By an IP address. But now, we are not using IP address to communicate with servers. For example, if you want to talk to YouTube servers, you use youtube.com. You go to YouTube servers. You want to go to Google servers, you use google.com. You want to go to Facebook, you use facebook.com. Why is it that we are not using IP addresses to talk to these servers? We are using by these names. That is what we're going to understand on that DNS. It is called domain name system. So we are using these names to talk to the IP addresses. We are using this name to talk to the IP addresses, right? So that's DNS. They will understand technology like dynamic host configuration protocol, network security concepts, authentication, authorization and accounting for security. These are all technologies. So we'll look at all of these technologies and more starting tomorrow. All right, so that is it. You have this with you. Those, if you don't have it, if you joined the forum after I'd shared this, let me know. I'll send it to you personally. But all those who are on the forum, you have this. Please go through these points. And after the class, I'm going to share notes on networking. so that you can read in advance. So tomorrow we are meeting at, I think, 1 p.m. Eastern. So we have our schedule. It is tentative. It is tentative. This is going to be our meeting time, days and time. Saturday, like today, we'll be meeting 12 p.m. subject to adjustment. But this is the schedule you must have you must fit in your schedule. So it's 12 p.m. In Guti and in the US, but in Nigeria and Cameroon is 6 p.m. On Sunday, that's tomorrow, it's 1 p.m. Eastern, that is in the US and in Guti, but in Nigeria and Cameroon is 7 p.m. And on Mondays, so we're going to be changing Mondays and Tuesdays based on my work schedule. Because I got for run work, I got for Dutch work, I can't teach you now. I'm also for that. So we'll be starting at 4 p.m. Eastern, that's in US and in Guti, but in Cameroon and Nigeria, we'll be starting at 10 p.m. So naturally, or normally, I used to have this class at 6 p.m. Eastern, which is midnight Cameroon, Nigeria. But because of you, I like una more than me. I prefer for Dutch work run 2 hours before the cut of my money, my canteen at 4 p.m. So this is the tentative schedule that we'll be working on. All right. I think we are good for today. We have just discussed high-level explanation of the program, and we'll be explaining as we carry on with the program. And please reach out to me, drop me a message, tell me where you have issues, tell me the page number, tell me the technology. I'll explain to you. I'll drop you a voice. Be aggressive.